Yo. So I'm pretty sure I've covered this off many times this year, but I wanted to reiterate because I've had many conversations recently, taking on projects or looking at taking over projects that other people will be working on, and there's a crucial step that's missing, and that's what I'm about to dive into now. But essentially, think through the entire scope or development that you're doing before you actually start development. There's too many times, and I'm seeing this again today and yesterday, where people have a great idea and they have a great problem they're trying to solve in their business, and they jump straight into development and they start building that out. And they go, oh, why is it not working? Or why doesn't it do what I'm thinking that I want it to do? It's because you haven't thought through the entire process. And this is it can be very time consuming, and it can be very mind numbing, let's call it. But it's absolute crucial, right? Because when you think through the entire process and you physically write it down on a whiteboard or down on some paper, and you think about every step that happens throughout that entire journey, that it identifies any of those roadblocks. And those roadblocks are crucial to knowing up front before developing it, because otherwise you'd just be pulling your hair out loud and trying to go, oh, it doesn't do this step. And one of those steps might seem very simple, but actually are really technically difficult to build after the foundation's been put in place, right? And so you want to identify the roadblocks up early. You want to ensure the design that you're working through aligns with the goals and also the user needs. But essentially, people jump straight to design first and haven't actually processed it out. So what has worked well for me over the years is start by creating a process map, build out that process map of every step of the process that happens in that journey, and then build a technical development scope off the back of that process map, and then start working on development. And every one of those stages throughout development, you're looking at the process map and going, okay, that's the process map, that's at that stage. This is the development, what's being built. And then you're identifying both and you're confirming both at the same time. It's absolutely crucial. So it ensures that the design then aligns directly with what the customer or guest journey should be. What does this mean? It minimizes, costs, redevelopment, rework, it reduces your insanity. Like, it just makes everything so much better, and it also streamlines the entire process and roadmap for developers. And I think that's a lot of times which is missed. Is developers are very much tunnel vision. They just like to build. They just like to develop, and so because that's their personality, so they are. It's best to spoon feed the exact development process they should be following. And so we should do a lot of work up front, really articulate and communicate exactly what we're trying to achieve on paper. We use a lot of AI these days. So we use a lot of AI to get that information out, to build the process map, and then also create the development scope. So we're not talking about a lot of effort here, but it does help to articulate that out really well. And then once you have that articulated, then you can provide that to the developer, and then they're good to go. So, it might seem like there's a lot of these extra steps that are required, but trust me, it's going to save you pain, time, money in the long run. It's so much better, right? So, get the strong foundation first, and then it will definitely get you to a better product, a lot faster, a lot quicker, and a lot cheaper. All right, peace out, guys. Cheers.